Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Aldridge comes in for Davis. And Shumpert in there for Antetokounmpo. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Diaz checked in. Poke loose. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Bradley, no one around him. No good with the triple.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France definitely in that upper echelon.
Inside, here's Shumpert. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Blake to the basement. He dishes it to Barnes. Into Diaz. 13 feet away. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Parker. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Bazemore. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Blake dishes to Barnes. Kicks to Jefferson. To end the run. That's good. Jefferson's got 6 points in the quarter. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Parker with it. 16 points for him. Here's Shumpert. And the release was before. And it's the Hornets with the ball. 11-point game. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Calderon is out there with a foul. Then there's Boris Diaw. Then it's Turioff. And it's Barnes in the small forward. Dishes it to Calderon. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Lakers. Singler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 4 rebounds in this game. Charlotte moving it around. Singler brings the double team. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Here is Calderon. Pass to Barnes. He feeds it to Turioff. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Singler left side. From deep. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Passes to Barnes. There's the triple. Diaw can't hit. Lakers leading by 9. Parker right side. And stolen by Turioff. A fast break now for Charlotte. Calderon kicks to Aflalo. Now Barnes. And Henson pulls it down.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Here's Neal. And that one is hammered home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Calderon has the open look. And again, the Hornets missing. LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Parker, here we go. The feed now to Neal. For 3. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Here's Calderon. True on the 14-footer.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the dish to Neal. No one near him.
He tried that leaner, and to me, it probably got him off balance a little bit. Probably should have gone straight up.
To the wing right side. And Diaw kicks to Calderon. Aflalo outside. Here's Turioff. And Aldridge sends it back. And Neal kicks to Parker. Singler outside. The 19-foot shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault. And that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
In the corner, Neal with it. For the 3. That's good. Neal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's his second three-pointer of this half. Looks like he's starting to forget about that poor first half he had.
Charlotte calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And then for Charlotte, Al Jefferson is checked in for Turioff. Wright comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Matt Barnes. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time. We've got to dial up our efforts. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Jefferson kicks to Calderon. Drills the three-pointer. Calderon's got 11 points here in just the second half.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
No good from Cousins. Hornets trail by 9 to the left side wing. Jefferson down low. He's guarded by Cousins. Here's Bazemore. The Lakers with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know, guys, every coach would love to play his star player every minute of an NBA season, but it's impossible given the limits of endurance and the risk of injury. It's basically a balancing act. I think teams are becoming wiser, though, in terms of keeping players fresh and helping them recover between games.
Calderon passes to Bazemore. Jefferson, a screen on Bradley. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
It's stolen by Calderon. And now, in transition, it's a Flalo. Here we go.
Now, that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Well, they're still in the driver's seat, Clark, so I'm not ready to say it's game on just yet. But another transition basket, well, now it's a different story.
And looking at player recovery, now with the ability to track player movement, either with cameras or even sensors that players can wear, teams are better able to measure the workload of players, helping them make decisions about where rest is needed and when it's needed, and even help them predict when there's a risk of injury, and that's really a golden bullet. And again, another example of information being used to...
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Antetokounmpo takes to Sullivan, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Now, sometimes he can climb those, so glad to see him get that one down.
Shot's good.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Cousins. They get it back. Another shot. And Jefferson with the block. Snatched up.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And that one's good.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Tony Parker's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Hornets also changing it up. Diaw comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jose Calderon. And Bazemore kicks to Jefferson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Cousins. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. John Henson's checked in for the Lakers. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Sullinger inside. Diaw's there. Sullinger no good. Hornets trail by 9. Wright with it. Sullinger picks him up. Back to Wright. Here's Bazemore. Guarded by Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. Right from outside.
You got to love it. I mean, this kid battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Here's Shumpert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And for Charlotte, as you said, you know, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have been.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be and they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to